Hello students, welcome back once again to my maths class. In this video session, we are going to talk about new solid objects, two more solid 3D objects, right? Now, in our previous session, we have studied solid objects like the cuboid followed by the cylinder and cone, and those who have not watched those videos, please do watch them and proceed to this video. Now in this video we are going to talk about two different solid 3D objects. Now before we start this session, I would like to ask you one question, like if I take a 3D object, okay, that 3D object, if I place it on a plane surface, now it will touch at only a single point, right? Now can you guess what is that 3D object? Right. Also I'll give you a hint that this 3D object which you use for your play, like in all your play things you use this object. Can you guess it? Right. It's true. It is a ball, right? A ball. A round shaped ball. This you use in the play. Now we are going to talk about the round shaped object which is a ball which you play in your playing methods, like that is called as a sphere. Why it is called as a sphere, I'll tell you. Okay, right. So round shaped objects are called as spheres. I gave you a question that it will be touching the surface at single point. So if you see any objects like a cylinder, cone and cuboid, they won't touch in one point, okay? Whereas if you take a sphere, a ball, suppose a ball, that will touch the plane surface at only single point, unlike the other 3D objects. Now how can I draw a sphere on a plane surface, right? No, we cannot draw a sphere, but we can only make an illusion of a sphere. We cannot draw it on a two-dimensional plane surface. Now here the illusion is, this is a circle, not a sphere, but if I make an illusion like this, that means a three-dimensional object coming outside. So we can only make a representation, visualization of any 3D objects, but truly we cannot draw a 3D object on a plane surface. Now many people get confused with the circle and a sphere. Now this is a circle, right? Okay, circle can be rightly drawn on a paper or on a board, on a plane surface, whereas the sphere we can only illusion it. Okay, now if I am telling an example of a sphere like a ball which you play, all types of balls, whether it's a football or a basketball or a shot put ball which is a solid iron rod ball, okay, or a shot put ball, or examples of sphere are many in our daily life, like all the fruits which are round in shape and all the vegetables which are round in shape, and also the planets of a solar system, all are round in shape. They are all examples of sphere. They are the spherical objects, right? And one more example, the earth is a planet. Earth is spherical in shape. We don't call earth in a circular shape, isn't it? Earth is spherical in shape, right? And also if we see examples of sphere, we can give innumerable examples of sphere, but we have studied in our previous classes about the circles, their surface, their area and their circumference. But here today we will learn the sphere surface area as well as the volume of the sphere. Now you understood the concept of sphere. That is a three-dimensional figure which is round in shape. Example is a ball, right? Even the globe, we cannot draw earth on a paper or somewhere. We will be drawing the earth in a miniature form, that is in the form of a globe. The globe is truly a sphere, okay? Right. Now here, though the circle and sphere look alike, but they are not one and the same. This is a two-dimensional figure, this is three-dimensional figure, although they have few similarities, like the distance from the center to the boundary. Here distance from the center to the boundary is the radius. is equidistant, right? The radius is equidistant throughout the circle. The similarity is that even the radius here in the sphere is equidistant, right? Okay, but the difference is that the radius is from the center of the circle to the boundary of the circle, whereas the radius here in the sphere is from the center to the curved surface. The curved surface is round here like this. The center to the curved surface is equidistant, that is the radius in the sphere. And to find the surface area of the sphere, okay, to find the surface of area of the sphere here, Archimedes, a great mathematician, made a series of experiments regarding the sphere, its volume, its surface areas. Okay, Archimedes, what he proved is that the surface area of a sphere, like if you take a sphere, right, and with a radius r and a cylinder, okay, having the same radius, okay, what the Archimedes did is that he has taken a sphere as well as the cylinder of having same radius, as well as the height of the cylinder is equal to the height of the sphere. Likewise, he have taken two, okay, the height of the sphere, okay, this, suppose this is the height, okay, these two are same. Now what he noticed that if you place this sphere into this cylinder, it has exactly fitted in the cylinder. So the condition is that both the radii are equal and the height of the sphere is equal to the height of the cylinder. So he found that the LSA of the cylinder, was equal to the surface area of the surface area of sphere. So this he found out. He has taken a sphere and a cylinder of equal radii and equal height. So the LSA of a cylinder is equal to the curved surface area of the sphere. Now how it is possible? Let's see. Now we know this LSA of the cylinder. What is the LSA of the cylinder? 2 pi RH, right? So this is the LSA of the cylinder. We don't know the surface area of the sphere. We have to find out. Okay. Now here, if you see this, if you take any sphere, I'll show you a model of a sphere, right? This is the model of a sphere, right? This is a wooden thing, a model of a sphere. Sphere is round in shape. Now, if I want the height throughout is the diameter, isn't it? The height of the sphere is the diameter of the sphere, right? Now here the height of the cylinder as well as the sphere are same. So here the height I can tell it as diameter, which is 2r. Diameter is twice the radius, okay? So in place of, we don't have any height for the sphere. Sphere height itself is the diameter, which is 2r. So the height is 2r. So I'll replace this h with 2r. Let me replace it with this. So 2 pi r into, instead of h of this is equal, it is exactly fitted in this, is equal to 2r. So 2 into r. So this comes to 2 2s are 4 pi r square. So this is the surface area of the sphere. So we can call it as a TSA or LSA, right? Now we need to understand that what we have, surface area means two surface areas, right? Surface area and the curved surface area. Now in a sphere we don't have any lateral faces, right? Any edges, it doesn't have any edges like the other 3D objects. In case of cube, in case of cuboid, we have edges, okay? Here in sphere we don't have the edges, as well as we only have the surface area. So we don't have any curved surface area. We have only one, that is the surface area. We may not specifically call it as total surface area. Total surface area as well as curved surface area, everything is one. That is, the surface area of a sphere is 4 pi r square according to the Archimedes. Archimedes. Okay, now he also proved that what he has taken the spear, and one spear, a solid spear he has taken, and he took a beaker having full of water completely to the rim of the beaker. Okay, now he replaced this spear into the beaker containing water. So he found that there is some water spilled out because it is completely filled with water. So when I am replacing it with the spear, some water is spilled out. So he checked that the water spilled out, that beaker is measured, okay, measured beaker, the amount of water spilled out, when he saw that the water was 4/3 the amount of water in the beaker. Okay, in the beaker how much water was there, that much water, 4/3 of it was being spilled out. That means we can, so the volume of this spear was found out as 4/3 pi r cube. This is the volume of spear. By the experiment of the water, the beaker filled with water, it was replaced by the, that means here the spilled water is the volume of the spear, because this, when we displaced, that much of water was spilled out. So that was calculated as 4/3 of the total water was pi r cube. So this was the experiment done by the Archimedes, and we found out the volume of the spear. Now here this, we don't have any curved surface area or TSA, both are one and the same for the spear because it is not having any lateral faces. Now the volume is 4/3 pi r cube. Okay, now we will learn another one, another 3D object, nothing but a hemisphere, right? Now we have the spear. If I cut it exactly into the half, if I cut the spear into half, okay, now it forms two hemispheres, like an example of our earth. Okay, our earth is having, the equator is cutting the spear into two parts, like the northern hemisphere as well as the southern hemisphere, right? So when the spear is equally cut into two equal halves, I'll show you a model of a hemisphere. Okay, this is a hemisphere when it is cut exactly into half. So hemisphere is having a, unlike the spear, hemisphere is having a lateral face. Now the face here, lateral face, is a circle, right? It is clearly half of the spear, right? Now if I'll draw the hemisphere here. Okay, any 3D object cannot be drawn on a plane surface, but just we can illusion it, we can visualize it, that's all. Okay, this is a hemisphere, that is half part of a spear. Now how do we find the volume of the hemisphere, the surface area as well as the curved surface area? Because it is having a lateral face, okay, so it must have a curved surface area, right? Now when we talk, first we'll talk about the volume here, volume of spear, of hemisphere, not a spear, volume of a hemisphere. Okay, now when the spear is completely this, the volume is whole one part. If you cut it into two, it will become half of this spear. So volume is nothing but 4/3 pi r cube by 2, that is, it comes to 2/3 pi r cube. Simply the volume of a hemisphere is half the volume of a spear, right? Now the next one is the what we should have, the curved surface area. Okay, curved surface area of hemisphere, we'll find out. Now we have a curved surface here, this part is a curved surface as well as a circular base. So total thing is the TSA. Now the curved surface area means only this part, not the, I'll show you this model. See, the curved surface area means only this part, not the base. Okay, if you add the base, it comes to the total surface area. So the curved surface area is half the curved surface area of this one, half of the curved surface area of a sphere. So it becomes 2 pi r square. Okay, This is the curved surface area of the hemisphere. Half, just half of this 4 pi r square, so 2 pi r square. Now what is the total surface area? Now there is a change here. Total surface area is CSA, that is curved surface area, plus the area of the base circle. Area of base circle. Okay, the base is a circle. So the CSA means here 2 pi r square plus area of base circle is pi r square. So this comes to 3 pi r square is the TSA of hemisphere. So we found out the three formulae, okay, of the hemisphere. So volume of the hemisphere is half the volume of the sphere, 2 by 3 pi r cube, and the curved surface area of the hemisphere, just this curved surface, this is exactly the half of this curved surface area of sphere. So it is 2 pi r square. Total surface area means the curved surface area as well as the circular base area, that is 2 pi r square plus pi r square, that comes to 3 pi r square. Now you got the concept of the sphere and the hemisphere. We will quickly start the exercise based on the concept, right? Now the exercise problems, exercise 10.2 here. These exercise problems are based on the surface area of the combination of the solids, right? Here the solids, the solid objects which we have learnt before, that is the cone, cylinder, sphere and the hemisphere, all these surface areas and the combination of these solids, one or two solids, they were combined and we have to find the surface area of the combined solids. Okay, so these problems are based on these combinations. Now the first one I'll read out for you. A toy is in the form of a cone mounted on a hemisphere. There's a combination of a cone mounted on a hemisphere. Okay, the diameter of the base and the height of the cone are 6 and 4 centimeters respectively. Determine the surface area of the toy and use the pi value as 3.14. Now here clearly the toy is in the shape of a cone mounted on a hemisphere. So and the base of the diameter, okay, all those are given. See here, let me show you hemisphere. A cone is mounted, see here, like this. The combination is like this. A cone mounted on a hemisphere. So the toy is clearly in this shape. So we have to find the total surface area of this toy, okay, which is the combination of two solids. So how do we find? We have to find, see, when we are telling about this total surface area, we have to first find the curved surface area of the cone as well as the curved surface area of the hemisphere. We add them both, you get the total surface area. Okay, now we should not find the TSA of the cone as well as TSA of the hemisphere. Then the combination of these edges, okay, these bases will be doubled. Okay, so here we should find the CSA of the cone and the CSA of the hemisphere. Add them, you will get the total surface area of this combination, that is the toy. Right, now here first we will draw it. The diagram is very important. The cone is mounted on a hemisphere, right, here, having the same basis, right, and also given some of the information given. Let us see the information given is that determine the surface area of the toy, the diameter of the base and the height of the cone. The diameter of the base and the height of the cone are 6 and 4 centimeters respectively. The height of the cone is h. The diameter of the base, both the bases are having similar bases, okay, circular bases. The diameter is 6. From diameter we can write the radius is 3 centimeters. Okay, so this is the information given. We have to find the surface area of the complete toy. Let us start. First problem, solution. Surface area of toy. Now this toy is in which shape? It is in combined shape, combination of two solids, that is CSA of cone plus CSA of of the hemisphere. Okay. So this forms the surface area of the toy. So what is the CSA of the cone? What is the formula here? CSA of the cone is pi RL plus CSA of the hemisphere. Just now we have learned the concept. Hemisphere CSA is half of the sphere. Okay, which is, that is 4 pi r square. So hemisphere is 2 pi r square. Now here R and R both are same because on the same base they are lying. And also we don't have this L here. We have to find L from the information of R and H. If I take the right angle triangle here, the H given as 4, R given as 3, we need to find L from Pythagoras theorem. So that is L square is equal to H square plus R square. Also by the Pythagorean triplet also we can find L is equal to 5. Okay, right here L square is equal to 4 square plus 3 square. That comes to 16 plus 9. So 25 is L square. L is equal to plus or minus 5. Right, root of 25. That comes to plus or minus 5. Right. So we should not take the negative one. So plus 5. Now we will substitute here. Both pi and r are common. Let me take it out. So this comes to L plus 2R. I have taken pi value and R value common. Okay, now we'll substitute. Given that pi value is 3.14, 3.14 into R value is 3. Okay, L value we found out 5 plus 2 into R is 3. So this comes to 3.14 into 3 into 5 plus 2, 3 are 6, 6 plus 5, 11. So this comes to 3.14 into 33. So we will multiply in the rough part here. Let me do rough part here. 31433. So 12, 3 ones are 3, 4, 3 threes are 9. Same again 2, 4, 9. So here 13. So 10362. So 10362. The decimal point is after 2 from right side after 2. So this is a surface area and also the dimensions are given centimeters. So this is centimeter square. So the surface area of the toy is 103.62 centimeter square. Quickly pause the video and note it down. Second problem. A solid is in the form of a right circular cylinder with a hemisphere at one end and a cone at the other end. The radius of the common base is 8 cm and the heights of the cylindrical conical portions are 10 and 6 centimeters respectively. Find the total surface area of the solid and also use the value of pi as 3.14. So this is a solid which is in the shape of a cylindrical shape having at both the ends. One end it is having cone, the other end it is having the hemisphere. So likewise this is a hemisphere, this is a cylinder and a cone. So like this solid is in this shape. So we have to find the CSA of the hemisphere, the CSA of the cylinder and the CSA of the cone. And we have to add all the three so that we get the total surface area of this solid object, right? Now this is a combination of the surfaces. Let us draw the diagram first. Okay, one end there is the hemisphere. Okay, the other end it is having a cone. Okay, they are having the same basis. Right, this is the conical part. Also given that the heights of the cylindrical part is 10 centimeters. This is the height of the cylindrical part and the height of the cone is 6 centimeters respectively given. The radius of the common base, this radius is given as R is given as 8 centimeters. This is the information given. We have to find the surface area of this solid object. Right. We will find the CSA of cone, CSA of the cylinder, CSA of the hemisphere. All the three if you add it, you will be getting the, so we will be getting the total surface area of the cylinder. Now here we know the formula of this we know, and also this, but here if you know the formula of CSA is pi r L of the cone, but here the L value is not given, only the H value and R value is given. So we will find out the L value. L square is equal to H square plus R square from the Pythagoras theorem. Okay, now L square is equal to H is 6 centimeters, so 6 square plus 8 square, that comes to 36 plus 64, so 100. So L is equal to plus or minus 10. Okay, 10 centimeters. So negative we should not take, so positive 10. Now we will find the surface area of the solid. This is equal to the CSA of hemisphere, okay, plus the CSA or LSA, we can write anything, LSA of cylinder plus and the cone, okay, CSA of cone, right? Here CSA of hemisphere, LSA of cylinder and CSA of the cone, all of three combined, it is the surface area of the given solid. Now CSA of the hemisphere, now the hemisphere, the formula is 2 pi r square, okay, CSA, just the CSA, we are not finding out the TSA, okay, plus the LSA of the cylinder is 2 pi r H plus CSA of the cone is pi r L. So the formula you have to remember in mensuration. Okay. Now here in these three, the common things I will take it out. 2 pi r. R is also common because having the same basis. If I take it common, this here r is there left over, plus now here 2 is not there. I shouldn't take 2 out. So only pi r is common in all the three. So this comes to 2r plus here pi and r is over. So 2h plus L. 2r, 2h and L are left over here. Now we will substitute the values. The pi value given as 3.14 into r value is 8 plus 2 into 8 plus 2 into the h. H here is not the h of the cone. Okay. H of the cylinder. This h, isn't it? So don't get confused. Do not write 6. Here it is 10 plus L is the of the cone. That is again 10. So this comes to 3.14 into 8. Here 16 plus 20 plus 10. So this is clearly 3.14 into 8 into, here it is 46. Okay. Again here 3.18 into 8 into 46. Now we will multiply these two first. 46 into 8, 68. Okay. So 3.14 into 368. Now if you multiply both of them, that is 314 into 368, it comes around 115552. Okay. Now the decimal point from 2. You do this simplification part, that multiplication and write down, it comes to 115.52. So do the simplification. Okay. This comes to 1155.52. It is square centimeters. Okay. Like this we can find the surface areas of the combination of the solids using the formulae. Here I have done 2 problems for you. The rest of the problems we will be doing in our next class. Hope you understood today's concept. Practice the problems. Okay. Thank you.